A U.S. sailor who pleaded guilty to taking classified photos is using Secretary Hillary Clinton as a defense. Petty Officer First Class Christian Saucier pleaded guilty to using a cell phone to take photos in the classified engine room of a nuclear submarine. Saucier faces up to 10 years in prison, but his lawyer says Saucier should not go to prison. Why? Because Secretary Hillary Clinton had 110 classified emails on her private server, but did not face any charges. Former prosecutor Katie Fang goes on the record. Good evening, Katie.
Good evening.
All right, so tell me what, Katie, what's your thought on this sailor?
Well, let's be frank. We're not comparing apples to apples here. I mean, I get it. Hillary Clinton, she deletes 32,000 emails. She has 110 of them which are classified, top secret, or of that ilk. This guy took 6 photos of the interior of a nuclear submarine. It's dangerous. It does expose the United States. But here's the bottom line. He never attempted to transmit them. The worst thing that he did, Greta, is he destroyed the cell phone, and then he destroyed the laptop computer that he had stored them. Upon being interviewed by the federal government officials, he said, look, I was saving them to show them to my kids and my grandkids. Is that a federal offense? Well, yes. According to the United States Attorney's Office, the Department of Justice, he did exactly that. He committed a felony, and he's looking up to 10 years in federal prison.
All right. No, you're right. These are not identical by any means, but they are a little bit instructive. And, of course, it does, people do look for some sort of semblance of equitable treatment. And in this instance, the fact that he destroyed his laptop and destroyed the cell phone, that was enormously suspicious. But then, of course, I'm sure the response would be, well, Secretary Clinton's lawyers, knowing that the emails are wanted, they went through them, and they took the 32 or whatever, 32,000, whatever it is. They didn't try to preserve them. They destroyed them. And you've got classified on both sides. So what do you say to this sailor tonight who's facing this time when you say, look, your case is different than Secretary Clinton's? I mean, what do you say to him to make him feel better about the fact he's facing all this time?
I have great news for this naval officer, Christian Saucier. The federal judge who has this case, Stefan Underhill. Now, mind you, he was a 1999 Bill Clinton appointee to the federal bench. But just this year, Greta, in January of 2016, he wrote an op-ed for the New York Times where he bemoaned the fact that he sentenced a federal inmate to 18 years in prison, and he regretted that decision. He says that there should be a law passed by Congress that allows defendants that are in federal prison to allow one bite at the apple to reduce their sentences for good behavior. If you look at the job the defense has done in this case in their sentencing memorandum, they have presented cases where other people have done worse, and they've gotten probation, which is exactly what they're looking for Christian Saucier. So I think with this judge, he's going to get probation.
All right, so his best luck tonight is that he's got a judge that might be favorable, predisposed to him. Anyway, Katie, thank you. Exactly. We'll see what sentence he gets.